let's move on. Album review time. So this week we decided to listen to and we're going to be discussing the brand new Keanu Reeves album by the band Dogstar, Somewhere Between the Power Lines and Palm Trees. So Somewhere Between the Power Lines and Palm Trees is the third studio album by American band Dogstar. It was released on October 6, 2023. The band reunited in early 2020 during the pandemic and wrote all their songs, but waited till they were able to perform the songs live before releasing their album. Fun fact, Weezer's very first gig was opening for Dogstar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Isn't that
That's
hilarious?
crazy. That is hilarious. I mean, obviously, I didn't know. Like, I have this inner fascination of actors being like musicians, like actual like legit musicians, and I don't know what it is. Like, I just think it's like a cool talent. Like, it's obviously something that they're passionate about and that they're obviously not known for, and maybe that's why I find it intriguing. But I like this album. I feel like this is like a mediocre album to begin with. Like there's nothing special going on. This reminded me very much of like the Kim Mitchell band, like Patio Lanterns kind of like sounding album.
Yes. It's
And
dad rock. It is
it's
definition dad
yeah,
rock.
it is definition dad rock. And what I like about this is that I think it's produced well. The songs do sound the same. Like I feel like this the same groove. There's nothing special going on. Like I wouldn't like I feel like this is like usually when you get a three-piece band, they're usually like top tier musicians. Like these are just guys that are just love hanging out and just jamming and playing music. And in no way did I feel like this album was trying to be serious, which in my opinion is humbling because Keanu Reeves is like one of my like I love him as an actor. I think he's great. Like I love the John Wick films. Like anything he does, I love. And he's just such a nice guy. And it's what I like about it is that it's not like Keanu Reeves like this you got to listen to Keanu Reeves's band and he's not like promoting the album really like on his media platforms. He's just like this is what I do with a bunch of friends. I'm not the main guy in this, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of dug that. And I was like, at first when I listened to it, I was like, oh, it's not really like bass heavy. But then I'm like, you know what? Keanu Reeves is such a humble guy. Like, I don't think he wanted it to be bass heavy, obviously. And like this is definitely I just felt like this Keanu Reeves with his like two best buds, and they're just making something as equals. And I dug that about the album, but there's nothing like special I can say like this song is quintessential or this song is terrible. Like it was just a mediocre album to me. My favorite song on this album was probably Lily, which was number 6 on the album. But other than that, like I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, like normally an album like this I would flame really hard just because I really hate albums that are just bland and mediocre and there's like nothing special about it. Like I always find those albums the worst albums to listen to cuz there's nothing interesting to listen to on those albums. But for some reason, and this album is so boring. It's just so boring and it's so like mid-tempo. There's like the solos are unremarkable. The drum fills barely exist. The bass lines, I can barely hear them. The singing is like it's so mediocre. It's ridiculous. But there's something like really nice about this album listening to it. It might just be because of the laid back nature of the songs themselves, where you could sort of just like put it on like you're outside at a picnic or like a barbecue and you could just put it on in the background and it sort of fits perfectly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, like
Yeah, it's just like humbling.
yeah,
Like, you know, it's just
it's strange because normally I hate albums like this. Like I can't stand mediocrity, but there's just something there's just something special on this album that just lets you listen to it just naturally from front to end. Not saying that, it's a good album, but I never once thought like I need to turn this off because I'm bored out of my mind. It was just
Mhm.
like, okay, it's nice. They all sound the
Mhm.
same, but there's something here, but
I guess I just like the fact that they're not like, because usually when you get an album like this, they're usually trying to be like, I want
yes.
to try to be big, and it
Yeah.
just seems like these guys don't even care. They're
Yep.
just like, we just wanted to do this for fun,
Yep.
and we did this for fun, and I appreciate that. And like you said, like it's good background music.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you have people over for a function,
Yeah.
I'm definitely throwing this in there.
Yeah. No, no, no. I like that point. Yeah, it feels authentic. That's what I
Mhm.
that's how I would describe this album. It feels authentic. It's not trying to be something that they're not, which is
Mhm.
which is actually pretty nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't have a favorite song on this album because they all sort of just blend together. But that also means I don't have like a song I
Mhm.
hate on this album because they're pretty much all the same song, back to back.
I mean, what do you expect? Like, you have John Wick dodging bullets all day, and then he just wants to relax
Yeah.
and just watch the palm trees sway. That's all he wants to do, you know?
Yeah. So it's an unremarkable album, but an authentic album, which, you know, it's that's worth something. It's
Mhm.
nice. It's nice to actually listen to something like this. All right, Eric. I guess I guess we're on to final thoughts and ratings because there isn't really much to talk about on this album.
No. I mean, it was well produced, so, like, I didn't hate it. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I also didn't think it was amazing. I'm gonna give this a solid, like, 6 out of 10. Um,
Nice.
and I would give it a 5 out of 10, but I just love the fact that it's not publicized to the point where it's like, like, you get the Billy Bob Thornton, and it's just like, I want, you know, I am Billy Bob Thornton and this is my band, right?
Yeah.
So, like, and I really dug that, and what I liked about it was that I didn't get a sense that even Keanu was in this band, right? Because it
Right.
was just it wasn't like bass heavy. It wasn't like Keanu was singing. I could tell he was singing backup vocals, and he has a pretty good voice, but it wasn't like you said, it wasn't trying. It was very authentic and very honest,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm giving a 6.5 out of 10 because
Ooh.
it's a
Mhm.
good enough album, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
know, it's crazy.
which is funny because it's a pretty boring album, but it's a good enough album. So
Mhm,
that's why I'm sitting on that 6.5 out of 10 for me.
mhm.
Just curious, then who would be your favorite actor musician or musician actor?
Oh, man, like, it's crazy how many actors have actual talent, like, we're rewatching Modern Family, and the oldest daughter, she's a singer.
She is.
Yeah, she does a cover on YouTube, with a cover band. She does that "Closer" song
What's her
by
name?
Marshmello or whatever. I don't know her actress's name. She's really good. What's his name? That
Haley?
comedian. Yeah, Haley. That
No, that's
the
her
girl that
character
plays
name,
Haley.
right?
Yeah, that's a character name.
Mm, I'm
The
gonna
girl
have to
that
look
plays
this up
Haley.
because
Bruce Willis plays the harmonica, and he loves blues music. Like, I've seen him live.
Sarah Hyland.
Um, yeah, like, you got Jeff Goldblum, incredible jazz pianist, which like, as eccentric as the guy is, like, it's kind of cool that
Yeah,
he's just like a piano aficionado. Like, he's really good at the piano,
yeah.
which is insane. Or then you have um Steve Martin,
Oh
incredible
yeah,
banjo
yeah.
player,
He's so good
like,
on the
and he,
banjo.
and he's actually like fucking good on the banjo, right? Like, it's just I really did, like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's almost like this passion that they're like closeting,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a sense, right?
Thoughts on Jared Leto?
Oh, yeah, like, that's another thing too, right?
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
I'm trying to think. Is there any musician actors that are on that we would put on that list? Because I think so far we've only listed actor mainly who do music. But are there any like
Like,
musicians who are good actors?
I don't see. I feel like that's like Jessica Simpson. She was
Musician
a
first.
musician first and an actress, and I thought she was terrible. I don't think it goes the other way. I don't think it goes the other way.
Because like even
But
Sting does acting stuff, but like it's not really
no,
remarkable.
it's not. I know Flea has been in movies, but it's more like, I would say,
Yeah,
cameos,
yeah, that doesn't really count. LL Cool
right?
J, he's a good actor.
Yeah. Okay.
LL Cool J, there's one.
Okay. And I know some people would argue Will Smith, but I feel like
Ooh, no, I would
he's an
say Will
actor
Smith's an
first.
actor first.
Yeah. Well, Jamie Foxx too. I think he was great music. Like, there's a lot of actors that are good
Jamie
musicians,
Foxx actor first, yeah.
but I don't think it goes the other way. Because like, again, like, I just love the determination that well, Jamie Foxx had with Ray Charles. Like, that was unbelievable. I love that movie. I love him, and he's done music too. So it's just like, the guy's got talent. But yeah, I don't think it goes the other way. But I'd be curious. I'm open to hear what everybody's opinion
Yeah,
is,
I'm sure we're
because
missing
people.
like a very significant one, but
Mhm.
I guess it's less common.
Like, I know, like, there was a famous dancer from Dancing with the Stars, Julianne Hough. She came out with an album which just was trash. That was awful. Like, and she wasn't even an actress; she was a dancer. Like, I can't even think of.
A musician
Yeah, I
actor.
can't think of. Yeah, I can't think of that. Yeah, musician that goes to acting that's good.
Hmm. I'm sure someone will comment here and tell
Mhm.
us otherwise.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's our discussion on Summer Between the Power Lines and
Mm.
Palm Tree.
Maybe Barbara Streisand. Was she an actor first though? That I don't know.
Okay. No, I would consider her a musician actor, not an
Mhm.
actor musician. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got two so far. um Anyways, for those of you who are following along with us every single week, the album that we are going to be listening to and discussing is the brand new album by Metric, uh, Formentera 2. I assume there's a number one.
There is a number one.
Okay, okay. So this is the sequel to it. I guess I should have probably listened to the first one. Maybe I'll do that in my spare time. But, um, anyways, this is the album that we will be discussing next week. But yeah, that's basically it. That is the podcast for this week. Catch us here at twitch.tv/the Crossroads Music Podcast every Monday at 10 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. PT. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, all the places where you get your podcasts. Join the Discord. Come yell at us. Leave mean comments, as we're pretty used to
Leave
letting.
essays.
Leave essays as to why.
Just send. Like, I feel like that other Baby Metal thing was just like the marketing manager being like, "Oh, here's all the links to all our stuff." But anyways,
yeah, tell us why your favorite band is the best band. We love hearing your arguments. But yeah, that's it for this week. Eric, any closing thoughts before we leave here?
No, we definitely really appreciate, as harsh as the critics are, we're tough people, so we can take it.
All right, thanks for everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you all next time.